Hey, yo, it's Guido coming at you with something a little bit different. Looking for your help. You can see I've got my company page, 1212 Gaming, up right here. And the reason for that is I'm looking for a little help from you guys out there. About 2 years ago, started a company with my partner, 1212 Gaming, hence Guido 1212, with the intention that we were going to make games. But we quickly realized with our Air Force career that what we really wanted to do was fuse training and games using emerging mobile gaming technology, which is ubiquitous, right? It's everywhere. Every kid has a phone. They're already conditioned to use the phones, to use games, to find information on the phones, tablets, mobile technology. Why not fuse that habit pattern that already exists with gaming and training in order to find some of those training opportunities that are in the margins? What I mean by that is all that time that the young kids are looking at their phones and playing a game, why not create games for the training that they are currently in the Air Force? And to that end, AFWERX Challenge. So the Air Force has put a think tank essentially together, and they are looking for the next generation of pilot training, how they're going to improve it using emerging technology. Well, our idea is to use the mobile gaming technology, the already created habit patterns of the new young Air Force pilots who are coming in, fuse those together and left shift the aha moment is what we call it, which means that you're going to get mastery and understanding earlier and allows you to move on to the higher order training after that. Requires less IP intervention, requires less going over things. I think as World of Tanks players, we can all understand immediately that repetitions is one of the major keys to success. We're talking about a game where we play tens of thousands of games. We start to memorize things. We start to know the map. We start to know the weak spots of the tanks, the relative speeds, the reload speeds, the angling. The list can go on and on. I don't think anyone who watches my channel would argue that good, valid repetitions are the key to getting better at just about anything. Some of you are musicians, you understand that intuitively. Some of you are ex-military and veterans, whatever it was that your MOS or AFSC or whatever it was your service called your particular job, the way you got better at it was to do it over and over. And sometimes that's problematic. For a pilot, for example, I want to get as many sorties as I can. I want to do it over and over, but that's expensive. The logistics tail of just launching one F-15 is massive. So we've created things like simulators, and we have academics, and we have lots of ways to get training without exercising the entire logistics tail. But we have come to a diminishing return on the capability of those. Even a simulator requires a technician, it requires usually a building, at least the hardware, and oftentimes a big scheduling apparatus around it. We're talking about lightweight, repeatable, conceptual procedural trainers using emerging gaming technology and putting them on mobile devices. So what does all this have to do with you? Well, first of all, I hope you appreciate it and that you think it's interesting. Second of all, because the AFWERX Challenge is going, what I am asking for is for you to go onto the website, give us some likes and some votes. And you may actually learn some other things because as of right now, there's about 120 proposals on there of all kinds of very interesting things. So I'm showing you my 1212 Gaming page. I would put it on a card, but for some reason YouTube only allows certain things to be linked. I'll put a list of these websites at the end of the video, but the page is, as you can see here, 1212gaming.com, and it's going to come to this page. You can talk to me or Slick. That is us. But when you come here, you see our submission on AFWERX. The submission itself, I have video pitches here talking a lot about what I just talked about, but breaking it down. Take a look at those if you want. And then training in the margins to left shift the aha moment. This is the write-up, the problem and the idea that we are talking about. Taking this mobile technology, this habit pattern of young people of already using these devices and overlaying a training capability on all of that, so that if they have 5 minutes before their briefing or 5 minutes before their flight, or they're at home doing their studying or their chair flying, that they can then use these conceptual and procedural devices and software to learn the conceptual and procedural things that they need to know. Whether it is definitions of words like aviation terms or acronyms, maybe it's the flight pattern around the particular base that they fly from, all the things that if you're new to something seems terribly basic to people who are experienced, but it takes time and experience to get that. And if we can do it faster, then they can move on to the higher order learning much quicker. So that's basically what's going on right there. Here are some mock-ups that we've done. Take a look at some of the ideas. I have a 4-page list of possibilities just for pilot training. Never mind the other technical training that the Air Force does, which there is quite a bit of it, obviously. So once you click on the AFWERX challenge, this will take you, this link right here, will take you directly to it, but you're going to have to do a couple things. It's www.afwerxchallenge.com, and it is the Revolutionizing Pilot Training Open Challenge. You're going to have to make an account, fairly easy and quick. Anybody can do it. Once you do that, you'll come into the page that says Join the Challenge, and you'll eventually get to this page, and you can start looking for our submission. Now back to here, this will take you directly there, but you do have to be logged on, so you're gonna have to go through the whole rigmarole of getting an account and all that good stuff. But once you do that, you'll be able to see the solutions that people have come up with. If you click on, this is a little bit wonky the way they have their website, you click on More Solutions, and you should be able to come up with ours, since I can find it here. And this is driving, there we go, show all solutions, sorry about that, which will give you an actual sort capability. Why that's not there to begin with, I don't know. I've talked about this a lot with World of Tanks and Wargaming. Sometimes the UI of websites is a little bit weird, but if you go to, I'll find it here, post date, that will get you to ours, which is near the top. That's the reason I'm sorting it this way. And you can see training in the margins, so left shift the aha moment. Or, like I said, you can go directly to it from this spot. And what you're going to see once you get there is this little write-up. Training in the margins, executive summary. A lot of this is exactly what's on our webpage. The links here to the page show the things we're talking about, the videos I just showed you, the expanded description, because they only allow you so many characters, obviously, for the website, the stuff that's hung on the website, and other links to that, as well as an attachment which is showing some of the mock-ups. And then you are able to like, over here you can see the little like guy. The voting does not start until the 9th of November, which have been yesterday. By the time I post this video, this will be my coffee talk video. So there you have it. The Air Force is looking to revolutionize pilot training. I believe our idea goes across much more than just pilot training. Any kind of technical training, whether it's civilian or military, could benefit from lightweight conceptual and procedural trainers on mobile devices. If there is a concept or a procedure that needs to be learned for a job, the only way to, one of the best ways, let's put it that way, to become good at that, to make that second nature faster, is repetitions. And oftentimes the repetitions for the concept or the procedure are hard to get, or they're buried in a larger procedure or concept that requires a large logistics trail, or a lot of people, or a lot of time. So if we can learn the small building block concepts and procedures in what would be probably a fun way, and there's nothing wrong with that, we talk about it a lot, hey, let's make the training fun, and most people kind of roll their eyes, but to a large extent, with mobile gaming technology, and if you look at any of the best games, some of them are very basic, right? Repeatable, basic, different every time, challenging. If we can take our training in that direction to make it something people kind of want to do, you could even have leaderboards for training, crazy things like that. It would make people pick that trainer up in their own time and work on it and get that concept and get that procedure down faster, so that, as I've said, you can move on to the higher order things. So anyway, thanks for listening to all that. I appreciate it. Again, I'm looking for your help. You can check out our LinkedIn links there on our webpage on 1212gaming.com. You can look at our Facebook posts as well on all that. Appreciate your support if you feel like giving it, and I'll appreciate, as always, your feedback. So drop it down there in the comments, put it in the comments on the AFWERX challenge. You can actually comment on this thing right here. You can comment on the Facebook page or the LinkedIn. I don't know, can you do comments on LinkedIn? I have no idea. I have to look at that. Any comments, criticisms, good ideas you might have, I'll absolutely take them. And I really think this kind of idea is right up the alley of people, especially more mature, technical people like a lot of my audience are. A lot of retired military, a lot of retired industry people. This is an idea that's coming. You're not going to stop it. The question is, how do we do it, and how do we do it right? And I think we're really on to a good start for this. So like I said, thanks. I appreciate it. This is Guido 1212 signing off, and we will see you.